There's only one way to make it as a running back in this game. You grit your teeth, you take the hit, you plow forward. For years, Whitefish Bay's Booker Stanley was defined by his football success, until he was defined by something else.
Called with the wrong people, I would say. You know, not focusing like I should have been.
Stanley was destined for gridiron greatness, but he got tripped up on the way to that end zone. Indiscretions and poor decisions led to some jail time, and he was kicked off the University of Wisconsin football team.
There's been articles come out about my situation, what has changed, and what, things that have changed in it, and I don't like to dwell on it.
Never one to stay down, Stanley was determined to keep running. So more than a year ago, he pursued the idea of finishing school and getting back on the field at the University of Whitewater. But even then, just weeks before the 2009 season started, Stanley, the ball carrier, coaches had concerns.
I just felt it was being rushed a little bit, and I just asked Booker that if he was serious about finishing school and playing football, that would be in everyone's best interest if he enrolled in UW Whitewater, if this is the place he wanted to be in January, go through the winter program with everyone else in our spring conditioning, and that would help endear himself to his teammates and put in the same amount of work.
I told those guys right away, this is your show, I'm here for the ride with you guys and have, to enjoy, the success that you're going to have here and the success you guys have already had.
Now, it should be noted that Whitewater didn't need Booker Stanley in order to be successful. They'd had plenty of success with the backs already in their system. But from a competitive standpoint, they knew that the former Division I athlete could help them and that they, in turn, could help him.
Actually, it's been easy. And the reason why is because the people here, from the coaches to the players, my teammates, and in the community here in Whitewater, they've been really accepting and, treating me for who I am to them today. They're not looking at the past, they're not looking at anything that happened before I got here. I've been able to, show them who I really am.
Maybe it's the change of scenery or a change in his maturity.
Just character and attitude and just becoming a man, really growing up.
But Stanley's making strides, and that's changing the way he's defining success.
You can't control what other people do and what, how they feel, but you control what you can.
And how others are defining him.
I have a high level of respect for Booker because, I know the things he's been through. And I know the type of guy that he really is, and a lot of people don't see that. A lot of people just see the past.
Booker, it's not going to be determined on how many yards and how many touchdowns you have this year. What it's going to be determined is what kind of teammate and when you walk across the stage with a college degree. And that's where success is going to be measured in our minds.
Now perhaps it will turn out that football is just a footnote in Stanley's story. You see, he has another passion, one he sees a real future in.
I love music, I love hip-hop.
For several years now, Booker's been managing a number of Milwaukee rap artists. This is his support system. It's family and friends who he's leaned on during tough times, people he wants to see succeed at their own craft.
If I can transfer the amount of effort that I put in football into the music business and, with managing and helping out with the record label, I think that, it's going to be something great.
Booker hopes that this is just another step in his growth and maturity, more distance between then and now, which might encourage others to take another look at the back they thought they knew.
What they're going to see is that no matter what, this guy went through something and he's come out at the end of the tunnel a better man.
A man who's taken all the hits and continued plowing forward. The best game plan on and off the field.
I think the best is yet to come.
Jen Lada, Fox 6 Sports.